amount of moles in a substance. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Moles. Unit that measures the amount of substance present. 1 mole, Avogadro's number, is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Now kitties, 1 furry mole does not equal 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Did you know, if you took a mole worth of pennies and divided those pennies among the roughly 6.7 billion people on Earth, each person would have $890 billion. Looking at the picture below, you see an average-sized man. Now, what is behind him is 1 billion pennies. To put that in comparison, imagine what it would look like if there was a mole worth of pennies. That would be the equivalent of taking more than 1 trillion of the stacks seen in the photo.
To understand the mole a little better, let's make a conversion factor chart of different levels of matter that we've seen in chemistry. Doing so, we see 1 mole of an element equals 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. An ionic compound equals 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd formula units. A covalent compound equals 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. And atoms within a compound will equal 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd of each atom in the formula.
Calculating moles. We can use the equation moles equals the given mass divided by the molar mass. For example, if you have 11.2 grams of NaCl, sodium chloride, how many moles do you have? So, as we plug it into the equation, moles equals 11.2 grams of NaCl divided by the molar mass, which is 58.442 grams per mole. After we do some arithmetic, we have moles equaling 0.192 moles.
Another method we can try for calculating moles is known as the factor label method. The steps to doing this are as follows. First, identify the amount we are starting with. Then align the conversion factor until you have the unit you desire in the numerator. The conversion factor will align with what you need in the numerator versus what you have in the denominator. After this, multiply across, then divide and cancel units to check your answer. Now for the remainder of this video, we will be using this method to help us calculate moles. Let's do some examples to try to make some sense out of this. So example 1, if you have 11.2 grams of sodium chloride, how many moles do you have? We begin solving this problem by identifying how much material we will start with. In this case, we're starting with 11.2 grams of sodium chloride. Now we set up a conversion factor of what we need over what we want. In this example, we need to convert to moles, but we had grams. Filling in the blanks, we would have 1 mole in our numerator equal to 58.4 grams in our denominator. Multiplying across, we have 11.2 grams times moles over about 58.4 grams. Now we need to cancel units and divide. To cancel units, we must cancel out a unit that will be seen in both the numerator and the denominator. In this example, grams is both in the numerator and denominator, and therefore would both be canceled. As a result, 11.2 grams of sodium chloride is equal to 0.192 moles of sodium chloride. Okay, now let's do one last example together. In example 2, Jose has 2.5 moles of water, and the question is, how many grams are there? Using the same steps as our last example, we identify that we're starting with 2.5 moles of water. We need grams, but had moles. 1 mole equals 18.01 grams. And multiplying across, we get that 45 gram times moles equals 1 mole. Now canceling our units, then dividing, we get that 2.5 moles of water equals 45.03 grams of